A wise person once told me, dreams don't work unless you do.
We try so hard in our lives to fit in. We try to fit into certain groups, certain frats, certain sororities, among certain friends, yet the people we idolize most are the ones that stand out. But when you're prepared, there is no fear. There is no fear of failure, because even if you've walked out of something and you feel like you failed at it, your preparation is so strong that you're gonna take that failure and turn it into the outcome you desire. And most people stop at failure, okay? We've all failed at things. I'm gonna continue to fail at stuff, right? It's the most powerful tool you can use, but it all depends on how you use it.
What would your future be like if you decided to want that which you desire so strongly that it prepares you past your fears, that you experience the fear, as the one book says, feel the fear and do it anyway?
Life is 10% what happens to you, is 90% what you do about it. No matter who you are, no matter where you are in life, you can take the lid off of your job. And if you're wondering if you still have the lid on in your life, here are some clues that's gonna let you know that the lid is still on. If you're not excited about waking up in the morning, if you're sitting around bored out of your mind, if you got time to do everything anybody asks you to do, you probably got the lid on. If when you tell your dreams to all your friends, it makes sense to them, you got your lid on, man. Your dreams should not make sense to everybody. You gotta say something that make people go, how you gonna do that? That's when you got the lid off. And if I were you, I'd do that. I'd take the lid off. Makes sense to me, don't it?
They're always gonna get ready to get set to get going. What we've gotta do is, boom, just like that, move into action.
Every time you remember your dream, you're removing some dirt. You're digging it back out. The true mark of a champion is, even though some dirt gets thrown on your dream, instead of letting it get buried, you keep shaking it off. You keep moving forward. You keep looking for a new opportunity. You wouldn't be having that opposition if you didn't have something great in you. If your dream wasn't alive and on track, right on schedule to come to pass, you wouldn't have so many things coming against you. That dream is still alive. You may have tried a year ago, 5 years ago, or 40 years ago. Didn't work out. Nobody was there to help you. Go back and try again. This is your time. This is your moment. Your destiny is calling out to you. Can I tell you, your dream is not dead. It's just not in season. Your time is coming. Promotion is coming. Good breaks are coming. Promises you've been standing on. Dreams you've been praying about. Lack is not your destiny. Constantly struggling, barely getting by is not the end of your story. These light afflictions are for a moment. The adversity is temporary. The glory is eternal. Lord, I believe this is my year to get healthy and whole. This is my year to meet the people of my dreams. This is my year to go further in my career, to step into a new level of my destiny. This is my year to accomplish dreams, to break free from this depression. This is my year to meet the right people. This is my year to get healthy and whole. This is your year to see double. This is your year for vindication, for restoration, for new beginnings. Now get your mind going in the right direction.
Here's the secret. The people that do the most with their lives, the people that seem the most self-assured, the ones that seem to embody confidence, the ones that seem to define confidence, they're the ones that had to face down the most fear. They simply didn't linger in it.
Don't hate your competitors. Respect your competitors. Learn from him.
I had a very important person in my life come to me and say, who's your hero? And I said, I don't know, I got to think about that. Give me a couple of weeks. I said, I thought about it. You know who it is? I said, it's me in 10 years. So I turned 25 10 years later. that same person comes to me and goes, so you're a hero? And I was like, not even close. She said, why? I said, because my hero is me at 35. So you see, every day, every week, every month, and every year of my life, my hero is always 10 years away. I'm never going to be a hero. I'm not going to attain that. I know I'm not. And that's just fine with me because that keeps me with somebody to keep on chasing.
That's the thing. Success and failure are generally slow processes. Either slowly building things up or gradually tearing them down. And that's why I say you've got to pay attention. You have to watch. You have to watch every single second.
Choose love, and don't ever let fear turn you against your playful heart.
I believe in manifestation. I believe in putting a rocket of desire out into the universe, and you get it when you believe it. You get it when you believe you have it, and that's the key.
So we want to get really sensitized, acutely sensitized, sensory acuity, to whether what we're doing is working or not. And by the way, sensory acuity is really the measure of a person's intelligence. What I mean by that is, how do we measure intelligence? Intelligence is a measure of the number and quality of distinctions you have in a given situation.
You can handle this, you just haven't figured it out yet. It's all right, this is your training period. This is the tuition you have to pay for what you don't know. You can do this, other people have done it. It doesn't take an Einstein. Get you some people that can teach you some stuff that you don't know. Get you some people that have done it successfully and learn from them. Take some seminars, workshops, read some books on how to manage a business. Change the way you see yourself and begin to tend to the personal details. Understand that nobody's going to take care of your business better than you.
You will notice the most successful people in any field, they are usually the ones who have failed more than anybody else. You see the difference between a successful person and everyone else? It's not a lack of strength. It's not a lack of knowledge. It's a lack of will.
It's up to you in a world where we're taught to look outside for answers, for a job that will make us happy, for money that will make us happy. The answer is within. We already have it. We already have the answer, but will we unleash it? Will we give it? Will we own it? Will we truly reinvent ourselves to become the people that we're capable of becoming?
The bow too tightly strung is easily broken, says one of the proverbs. Balance is a gorgeous thing. So be monomaniacal in your execution around your high-value targets, your HVTs, your mission plan, but also build in some rewards. And that's going to send a gorgeous message to your conscious and your subconscious mind that, hey, this daily practice of execution around my deliverables is a beautiful thing. And you create this thing called momentum. And the monk who sold his Ferrari, I went back and I saw this recently. I think there's a whole chapter on momentum. And you become like this. I love skiing. You start off small, but as you go down the slope, you pick up momentum. A lot of people say, Robin, where do I start? I want to start a new business. I want to become a better artist. I want to find the love of my life. I want to be a world-class creative. I want to multiply my financial life. Where do I start? You just start. You just start. There's great power in the start. And when you start, life starts supporting you.
Well, God wants us all to be courageous because He knows we'll face times in life and situations and circumstances that it takes more than just the desire. It takes courage. Many people operate on the basis of fear, on the basis of what other people think. We as believers should operate on the basis of courage. Courage to say no when we ought to say no. Courage to say yes when we should say yes. So what kind of courage do you have? Is yours sort of floating between depending on the situation? Or do you know the difference between right and wrong for your life? And you've made up your mind.
Hey, Wayne and Phil, welcome to live Q&A on December 12th. Here we are, guys. What is
Kevin,
going
you okay?
on? Who brought a question for
working?
launchads.ai? Let me know.
The only question I've got, Kevin, if I may, is when you're starting a new campaign and you have the options to kind of for the whether you want traffic or whether you want sales or leads, which is the best one to select and kind of what's the difference between them? Because at the end of the day, I want people to come to my website.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? So yeah, I want leads, but I want to sell things as well. Do you know what I mean? And it's kind of just kind of what is the difference and why would you choose one over the other?
Yeah, it's a great question. So it's a kind of an overall ads strategy question, really, as opposed to launch ads in Facebook, but I'll try to explain it the best that I can. So we'll start with traffic. So, let's say you launch a product, you've never run any ads, you don't have an audience, you're just starting out from scratch. You got to get a lot of people to come to your site to start getting some traffic. So let's say you run a traffic ad. And so the ad is, hey, I got this brand new thing, and you just want to run traffic to it. So the first thing that we're going to do is run traffic ads. And the reason is they're the cheapest because they're the simplest ones for Facebook to get to show up in people's feed and for people to click on.
Yeah.
Because they're just looking for people who click on ads. So what it's going to do then is it's going to start sending, these people are going to start clicking. So let's say you get 1,000 clicks on an ad. Well, what has happened now? Well, okay, before we did that, we needed to make sure the pixel was on the page.
Yeah.
So Facebook's, I don't think I even know it's called a pixel anymore. Maybe they have, it's called an event. I forget what it's called, event something.
Yeah,
so
you're still going to put a pixel on, but then there's different events depending upon what they click if they actually come and so I've kind of got that bit of it. You know what I mean?
Well, but my point isn't about that. My point is the pixel needs to be there so it's learning who's coming to your page.
Yeah.
So it gets 1,000 clicks. You paid $45, $50, $100, whatever it was to get that. And so, but again, Facebook's focus was to send people there who will click. So then when you want to start actually getting sales or opt-ins, those are considered conversion events. And so then you're going to run conversion ads, and they're more expensive because it's harder for, and when I say more expensive, it's not it's a difference, but it's, cost per 1,000 is going to be different for traffic ads than conversion ads. So then you're going to run conversion ads. And that's when Facebook is looking for people who actually convert, people who fill out forms, people who make purchases. So once you start running conversion ads, you want to have a good pixel base so that it helps you send the right people, not just the people who are interested, but the people like the people who are interested who might make a purchase. And that would be the key difference between traffic and conversions.
Yeah. Right. Good. So would you suggest that if you started a brand new campaign, even though you want people to sign up to your mail list, you would always start with a traffic campaign first, say for a week to get some traffic to see which ads are working and not, and then do a conversion. One after that.
Yep, because the first option is cheaper. So you want to spend less money getting just traffic, and then you want to really put your money towards when you're trying to get purchases because it's going to cost more. But then that's where you want to really see the results.
Brilliant. Fantastic. At the moment, that's my only question. Apart from, did you get the email that I resent to you last weekend?
I did, and I'll be honest.
As long as you got it,
I got it.
Whether
you've
acted on it is irrelevant. Did it come through? That was the main
thing. Come through. There you go. That's the answer.
Brilliant. Because the partner program is going to be set up in the next 48 hours.
Nice.
But that's a separate conversation, not for here, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm all good. I've
Good.
actually kind of building a pocket offer based on that. Based on the little course that Greg sent out. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping that's going to be there because that's kind of going to be another way to lead in to
Yep.
people making the monthly subscription. So I'm kind of putting together a mini micro system to help people generate reviews and testimonials. So that's probably the next thing I'm going to run ads to, rather than my main sites, and just kind of see what response I get
Yeah.
for that. So yeah, so I followed it all through. I mean, I've used AI for 3 years. So what Greg's telling me, and this is kind of what I'm kind of finding when I'm learning things. Because yeah, I'm in my mid-60s, but you're never too old to learn, are you? Do you know what I
That's
mean?
right.
And at the end of the day, he's not told me anything new, but he's provided some structure to it, and that's what I like about it. You know, do this, do that, do the other, and so on.
Yeah.
So yeah, so hopefully that's going to be up and running as well the next 48 hours. So we'll see how we go with it.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Hey, Kelvin, welcome. Wayne, welcome again. If you guys have a question for launch ads, feel free to unmute, share camera, whatever you want to do, share screen, and we'll talk about that. Let me know. That's what we're here for. I haven't seen, as far as I know, I haven't seen changes in the last week. So I don't know that there's anything new to show, but if either of you wants just a basic walkthrough, I never know exactly where people are. Are you running ads? Are you not running ads? What's your level of comfort with launch ads? Just some questions like that.
Kevin, if they've no questions,
yep,
might it be an idea to show them what you showed me last week on that new thing within launch ads about the image creations and the little video that you created? Because I don't know if you saw it on the Facebook page, but
yeah, I did.
I did the same as you for my thing. Yeah, and it's dead easy, like, you know what I mean? But I think one of the challenges with launch ads and other types of software is that sometimes there's too much information, and if you don't know it's there, you never find it.
Yeah.
But then when you do, you wish you'd known earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, I can demo anything. I just want to make sure Kelvin and Wayne weigh in here. You can put it in the chat or you can stay silent, but if you stay silent, I'll just assume that I can go on with a demo. So I'll give you a second here. Let's see. I got to get my browser set up correctly. Yeah. All right. Not seeing anything here. I'm going to share screen. The reason I pause, the reason I don't share screen is once I share screen, I lose touch with the chat, and then I can't see if somebody's sharing. But there you go. So we're in launch ads, and let's just say, well, we'll just start from scratch here. So let's go. We're going to make our goal, just like we were just talking about. We're going to make our goal traffic, just to send some people to our site. And we're going to use, oh yeah, I'm not in the right account. I run ads in different accounts. Let's do this. Let's go to, this is a store. This is a store that sells luxury. This is what I used last week, so it's more interesting. Yeah. Luxury home decor. So we're going to go with that and go to the bottom. Oh, we got to also select our goals. We're trying to get more sales. Let's just do that. All right. And next, even though I'm running a traffic ad. Is it still stuck? Oh, no, it's got a primary color. which isn't correct, but who cares? Please fill out the following required fields. Oh, language and brand and logo. Okay. I do have language. Brand. Oh, we got to put a logo in. Oh, darn. Let's see if I can find it quick. Yeah. All right. I am going to just grab a picture because I'm not trying to slow things down here. That is not our logo, but we'll go with that. Okay, so we could go to next. So then we're going to set the tone. We're going to skip this. We're going to go products and services. So it found some of our products and services. And then I'm going to just go to this. I'm going to get out of my brand context. I should be able now to go over here and choose. Yeah, this is one of the baby products here. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to create a new creative. And right down here under creative, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to click generate with AI. And for my smart creative, I'm going to go down here to videos. This is not what I want. Oh, AI avatar. And here are some that I created last week, but we'll do a new video. So let's do a new video. The brand is Rosalind's Home Luxury Store. We'll call it that. And then it went and got my brand description. Oh, it does have my logo in here. That's perfect. So we'll say next. We're going to add some images, which I could use the images from last week, which were created using the same.
What is the best size aspect ratio of video to choose?
Well, it depends. I mean, they're going to be placed in different places. So I would do a combination, some that are square, some that are landscape, and some that are vertical, because then you have your placement showing up in multiple places. But I don't know the answer just as a raw question, what's the best. So I'm going to grab these 5 images. And I am not going to add any videos. I'm going to use the 9x16 because that's what these are. And then I'm going to target audience, sure, grandmothers. That sounds good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, and it's going to create me a script for this. This is going to be a AI-based video with an avatar. Just explaining that for anybody who's not sure. I know you're aware, Phil. Okay, so here are my scripts. I always thought my living room looked a bit plain. Okay, so remember I did Santa last time. And I forget, I created my own script, but we'll do let's I'm just gonna pick one here. So I'm gonna pick this. Well, actually, call to action. We'll do that. All right, now we've got all these different avatars. And we could use any one of these for fun. Last week, I discovered that if you go to male and you go indoor, and then you go down here to the bottom and you go all the way to 5, and then we go 7, and then we go to 9, I think it is. Let's see. Santa's in here is what I'm trying to find. Oh, maybe it changed. Let's try 10.
I found it was popping up on it was
oh, there he is.
There.
Here he is.
But it was random. I
okay.
On different pages.
Yeah, I had to go look all the way up here to screen 11 to find him. He was actually selected, so I guess maybe it keeps the one you had selected the last time. Yeah. And so we got Santa is going to be the face. Let's check the accents.
Hello and welcome. This is my voice and how I sound.
That doesn't sound like Santa.
Hello and welcome.
Yeah, I forget who I used.
Hello and welcome.
That's a good Santa voice. We'll use David Castlemore and create video. All right, so now it's going to launch ads is going to go out. You can see up here it's saying that it may take up to 120 seconds, a couple of minutes. You can create 3 of these a day as part of your subscription. And so, you know, every day go in and try some, so you get a good feel for the process. But this is going to be Santa, and he's going to be talking with these images behind him. You see this image here of him dreaming, and here's one of his reindeer with blankets and the elves with the blankets that he gave to him. It worked well last week because I put these vertical images in behind him, and it kind of blurred both sides. So he's just there talking, and the images are popping up. But we'll see how this one looks. Let's see. No questions. Nobody
I think
else.
possibly put those as portrait, because I mean you've got the videos, the one you did last week.
Yeah.
Is landscape.
Right.
But I think the images that you uploaded were portraits. I think that's probably why it's put it in that format.
Yeah, correct. Exactly. That's that's what I'm saying. That worked pretty well because then he's kind of not in front of the pictures. He's off to the side, and you can see the picture. So we'll see. I think he'll be more in front of it. He might be blocking some of it, but maybe it'll work out well. We'll see. This is the thing: is try it. If we want to, we can watch. Let's just preview this one while we're waiting.
Have you ever wondered where the magic of a five-star hotel's cozy embrace originates? It's tucked in the plush folds of Rosalind's home luxury blankets, throws, and pillows. Each piece a whisper of elegance from the world's most exclusive hotels, now available for your home. This holiday season, envelop yourself and your loved ones in unmatched comfort and sophistication. Experience the same joy.
So that was, I remember now, that was a script. That was kind of the general script. This is the one, I think, that was the script I wrote.
Okay, real talk. Rosalind's home throws are seriously the softest blankets I've ever had. I wrapped up in one, and suddenly my living room felt like a five-star suite. Plus, they're ethically made.
Nope, that's not it either. I always pick the wrong one. Oh, hey, my new video is up. Let's have a look.
I always thought my living room looked a bit plain, you know, until I stumbled across Rosalind's home. Suddenly, every corner feels special, like my own personal retreat. The throw pillows, the little knickknacks, even the cozy lamps, they add so much character. If you're wanting a space that hugs you back, you've got to check out Rosalind's home. Go take a peek today. You won't regret it.
Yeah, that worked. I mean, I just ran through it real quick and didn't edit the script or even check it out. But this was my favorite last week.
Do you want to know a secret? I needed a new source for luxury gifts. My elves, reindeer, and family all needed something new and luxurious. So I hit the web and discovered Rosalind's home. Amazing. Blankets, throws, pillows, all from the highest rated hotels. Now available for me, for my family, for my elves, and mostly for my precious reindeer. That's right, available right now. It's my secret for finding the best gifts this year. You should check it out.
All right, that's that. The things you can do with launchads.ai. What do you guys think? Kelvin and Wayne, weigh in here. What do you think? Who's ready for Santa, the big guy, to be doing your selling for you?
Does Launchads create the script?
Yeah, it will. Yeah. Yeah. If we go back, I'll show you. So the one that I did today, I used the Launchads script. So we'll go back here and let's see. The best way to do it is to say new video. So you start with your brand information, and it's going to take this, whatever your brand description is. And again, this is part of the brand setup. And then also it's going to look at your website. And so a lot of what it's going to take its script from is the things that you already have out there. And if we just go, we'll just skip this part. And all right, so these scripts were all generated by Launchads. And if you don't like it, you can click generate to generate some more. And it'll go ahead and create you some new scripts. But then you can edit these scripts. You can click to edit it. You can use your own script. All of that is a part of it that you can use. And that is all created for you. So literally you could click, click, click without even doing any of your own work. I'm just kind of looking at these. Honestly, I used to think redecorating meant a lot of fuss. soft throws, charming vases. So they're missing the mark here on some of this. I'm not sure where they got the idea that we have vases and lamps. It's all about pillows, throws, and blankets. But you got to check it just like any AI information. You gotta make sure it's correct and it's something that you want. And then once you do that, then it's gonna go through the step of choosing your avatar and what they sound like, and you're off and running.
I've got another question for you, Kevin, if I may.
Sure.
So let's assume you were happy with those 3 or 4 videos.
Yeah.
And you now wanted to run an ad.
Okay.
Yeah, and you were going to use those 3.
Yeah.
3 or 4 as your ads.
Okay.
Then I know you chose grandmother kind of as your target audience, but how would you then kind of feed that in to the target audience in your actual?
That's a great question.
When,
So let's go through it. So that was just like how to create the video. So now let's go select from library, and we're just going to select this one and this one and this one and this one from today. Okay, so now we got 4 videos that are going to be used as my creatives, and that's fine.
And that's fine.
And let's go ahead and also get a couple of images. There's Mrs. Santa, and there's there's the elves. Okay, so now we got some videos and some images. And then, your question is, how do you target the audience? So first of all, for anybody who's new and is watching this, that step I just did right there created this. It's got, don't worry about this. It says Client Connect Central. That's a different company, but it would say Rosalind's Home up there. And then it has created for us. Yeah, these all need to be redone. These are Client Connect Central brands, but here's our copy and our text. But how do we get it to grandmothers? That's the question. So we go to targeting and we edit the targeting. This one is clearly some targeting for some other product that I'm creating. So we're going to just go to, we could do lookalike audience, and we could select pixel that we have out there. I don't have any on this one. We could do retargeting again based on a pixel, or by uploading a list of customers, or by people that came to your website. So again, if you ran a bunch of traffic to your website, then you could create a retargeting for people who came to the website. Now you're sending the ad back to them, all of these things. But what we want to do is we want to target interests. So we're going to go, we don't want to do business owners. We're going to do custom. And let's just go over here. And so a grandmother, now I don't think you can, I don't think we're going to find anything on grandmother. So it's not that simple. But we could say one thing that would be helpful. I mean, grandmothers come in a lot of ages, but we certainly want to change the gender to female. We want to go higher than 25 age, at least. Let's just say, I mean, I know that there can be really young grandmothers, but we'll do 45 to 64. So that's the first thing. And then when we go up here to owners or interests, gosh, what am I going to put in to target a grandmother?
I don't know. This is kind of where I struggle. Not just on this, but it's kind of you can't just put anything in it, can you? Do you know what I mean? It's kind of
cake decorating, home decorating ideas. I mean, actually, that's not a bad one for the combination, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, this is a great question to ask ChatGPT. I'm going to go over here. You guys can't see it, but I'm just going to go over and say, what interests can I use to target grandmothers on Facebook? Whoops, I didn't spell it right. But let's see if ChatGPT can. I'll tell you what it finds. Here are Facebook interests targeting ideas that work well when you're trying to reach grandmothers. All right, 50 to 75 women. Obviously, we got that. These tend to perform well. Okay, so this says there's an interest called grandparenting, but I didn't find that. Let's just type grandparent. Oh, boom, look at that.
Yeah.
Grandma's house, television show, probably not. I love being a grandma. There you go. So now we're starting to get, there's another one. I love being a grandma interests. So anyhow, I just went to ChatGPT, right?
Yeah.
Family relationships. This suggests, depending on who you're targeting, church, volunteer work. Yeah, so there's a lot of things. That's what you would do. And as you're doing this, by the way, down at the bottom, it's telling us how broad this audience is. So this is right now 652,000 to 767,000 reach potential. And so we save that, and then that's how we. Oh, that's in Florida. That's specifically in Florida. So we really limited that, which you might want to, but that's because I was running ads for a specific organization. So if we get rid of that, now we've got we're going to have a much broader reach. And that's how we do it.
Brilliant.
There is a particular product in the store. We set our budget to how much we want to spend every day. And
So that website there, that link that you had, is that the link they would go to? Is that the link in the ad?
yeah, when they click learn more or whatever, I
Learn
changed
more.
it. Probably wouldn't say learn more. I probably would say, shop now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the link that they'll go to. And that is, let's just go see if it's even, yeah, it's valid. So we share this tab. So they would go right to the baby blanket. If I was focusing more on just a baby blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Send them exactly to where you want them to go. And by the way, that's important. Some people miss that. And, so let's say you're advertising something, you're running ads for an item in a store. Generally, it's a bad idea to send them to the store. You want to send them directly to a product. You want to advertise a specific product.
Yeah.
So I had a customer who had a store selling art, very niche-based art. And she set up her store, had a bunch of stuff out there, and then she started saying to people, hey, this is really cool niche-based art, whatever her niche was, and come to my store. Well, I mean, it's all when you're speaking to everybody, a lot of people are going to come and look at the store, but you got to send them to something, the specific t-shirt or the specific, piece of art or the specific blanket. That's the most effective way to sell. And it needs to be a landing page just for that item.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good.
All right.
Just go, and this is more kind of a generic Facebook thing, but that is ad set 1. So at the top there it says add more ad sets. Would you kind of target another product using that, or would you then kind of create different ads to the same product?
Right. So the ad set,
would you target a different audience? Or
yeah.
like
The
that?
ad set is going to be your audience and budget.
Right.
So once you get it started, you can add ad sets, or once you start seeing, success, then you can play around with different ad sets to sort of see, does this audience perform better than this audience with the same ad? So if you wanted to advertise a different product, then you would create a whole different campaign.
Right. Okay. So the ad sets relate to the campaign, so to speak. So it's kind of,
yeah.
Could you change the ads in them though, or not, or would you leave them the same?
You would leave them the same.
Right.
I could be wrong on that. Greg would have to answer that. I might be wrong on that, so don't take that one to the bank yet. Yeah. Hey, here he is. I always call you out, Greg, right when you show up. Phil was asking about ad sets and sort of, when you would use another ad set, and I was trying to opine on that, and then all of a sudden I realized I'm not positive.
Yeah, no, so ad sets are perfect when I'll give you an example of one I just did the other day. So I was running ads for my son with his golf influencer, and we were running ads to golf coaches, which was an audience, this really small audience, golf coaches and PGA professionals. It was like 10 to 12,000 people on Facebook's audience. So I have that ad set with that audience, but then I wanted to retarget in the same campaign, the same ads. I wanted to retarget all of his IG influencers, or not influencers, engagers, his Facebook engagers, and his followers on social media, which was a bigger list of like 600,000. So I created a separate ad set. So now the same ads are going to this ad set of the Facebook audience and this ad set of the IG followers. And then I can look at the stats. So they're all under one campaign, which is good because what it does under one campaign is it feeds the algorithm on the conversions. So now we're getting, if I had separate campaigns, this campaign's going through a learning phase and getting conversions, right? And meaning for the Facebook audience. And I said another campaign for his followers. Now those are going through a learning phase and getting conversions. But if I put them both under the same campaign, I can now distinguish where the leads came from, what the cost per lead is, what the click-through rates are, all that kind of stuff. But it's all feeding the same learning phase. Does that make sense?
Right. So we were talking right at the beginning there, because I was asking Kevin, when you start a new campaign, what's the difference between traffic and sales and conversions? So he was explaining that to me. So if I was starting a new campaign, I'd start with traffic just to start the learning process. So are you saying that maybe a week after I would add another ad set with retargeting?
Possibly. So let me back up a second. Like what is the what's the end product?
Well, the end product is the pocket offer that I'm doing for my video testimonials things. I've put a microsystem together.
Yeah, but tell me what it is. What is it? $47, $27? Just give me 2 sentences.
Yeah, it's $27, although I might do 17, not quite decided yet. But it's basically get a number of little tools which helps them monitor how they are generating reviews and testimonials, and basically a process for them to follow to actually start building a bit more of a reputation
I
for
got
the
it.
small business.
So here's high level strategy, right? I typically never ever use traffic because Facebook is really good at finding people that like to click on stuff and they're looky lures.
Yeah.
They're not buyers, right? So there's different strategies where you would want to do that, but when you're going from a direct response to a page that's trying to sell something, you want to do sales and conversion ads. And then if you wanted to create an audience to retarget, I would create some video ads with some 2 to 3 minute videos, kind of selling the idea and attracting your ideal client. And then do an audience for people that watched 50% or more of your 3-minute video. Because if you got somebody's attention for 1.5 minutes of a 3-minute video, that's a good lead. They spend 1.5 minutes of their time watching your content. And if it was a 5-minute video, you could do it 2.5 minutes, right? You do 50% or 75% or even 90%. But I wouldn't retarget somebody just watched a few seconds, right? But you watch, you retarget people that watched a fair amount of a video ad. And then now you have, because if you drive traffic first and all it's doing is bringing a bunch of looky lures to your website and you can get some traffic, and sure, you're going to get some buyers every once in a while, you get an order. Then if you start retargeting that traffic, you're just retargeting looky lures.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. So would you then do that as another ad set within the same campaign? So do a sales one or conversions.
Let me say it a different way. The reason you would do another ad set is because you want to be able to track if that audience is converting. So I could just put golf coaches, engagers, website visitors all in one ad set. And the learning phase and the optimization are going to work. But then if I go, well, did I really get my customers from the golf coaches list or the PGA Tour list or from the Instagram engagers or the Facebook? I don't know. And sometimes I don't care. I just want to target my best leads and get them in and make some sales. But if I'm trying to spin the dials and look at optimizations, I'm going to set up a separate ad set for every audience under the same campaign. Unless, and again, see, this goes back to high level strategy, unless we're doing top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom of funnel. So think about this. If I'm doing top of funnel, means it's cold traffic. They never heard of me before. They don't know anything about me. I'm going to talk to them and I'm going to want them to watch these ads. But if they've engaged with me and they've watched a 30-second or a 2-minute video, or they've come to my website, that's called middle of funnel. And I might have a different set of creatives that go to the middle of funnel. And then if I have bottom of funnel, is they've been to my website, they tried to check out and they didn't check out. So I'm retargeting, abandoned cart type stuff. I'm gonna give them completely different messaging than I'm doing top of the funnel. Right.
Yeah.
So in those cases, I'm going to set up separate campaigns if I'm doing top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom of funnel advertising.
Yeah. Yeah. Get it. Thank you.
And that again, that kind of takes everything. It's like, let's make running ads more complicated. No, just use AI and get it going. But when you start doing $1,000 a day budgets and stuff like that, this is the strategy you want to start implementing: bottom funnel, top funnel, middle funnel. And you want to have messaging. And I saw somebody do it the other day. I thought, oh man, it doesn't happen very often, but I had registered for something. And how many times do we register for something and then 24 hours later you forgot about it, right? And but I started getting ads going, hey, thank you for registering. Like they literally said, thank you for registering. We'll see you Thursday at 5. Yeah, we'll see you Thursday at 5 p.m.
Nice.
Right? So now they're using it, trying to use ads as a means to go, hey, you registered. We're going to keep reminding you. We're going to keep following you around so you show up. And I got that. And I've done that before, but I haven't done that in a while. I'm like, that's really smart. It really is smart.
Nice.
Yeah. Good. Thank you.
That's good. It's kind of a quiet day here, Greg. We're Phil and I are having a conversation. Kelvin jumped in for just a minute there, but Kelvin and Wayne again, jump in if you. I see you unmuted, Kelvin.
I'll jump in again. Most of the training that you guys do are for stores.
No, not necessarily. No, definitely not.
Okay, because I don't get a chance to pop on very often.
No, I would say that's probably the smallest group that we do on this call. I mean, it's primarily people selling a product or that's their own, a course or something like that.
Okay, what I'm interested in is what I'm doing is inviting people to a webinar that leads to the sale of a software.
Okay, good.
Perfect.
That sounds like something Greg would be into.
Well, because that's how, I don't know how you guys sell Launchad. Do you sell Launchad using webinar? I don't remember when I bought it.
Yeah.
I probably attended the webinar when I bought it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
So can you show me how I would set up something like that?
Do you have Launch CRM?
Video? No.
What are you using for your landing pages and your email and your automations and stuff?
A software called eStage. It's a new software.
And then what are you using for your webinar? Are you like Zoom or
everything is in one. This eStage I host the software on eStage as well.
So it has a webinar technology?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking it up right now. eStage.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. Okay.
No,
well,
it's something new that we're going to be launching in hopefully in January.
Oh, it's yours?
No, I'm working. I'm one of the initial
affiliates.
Yeah.
Okay, here, let me log in. I'm going to show you some we're doing right now. Running ads for a webinar today, actually, which is the bad idea, but we're trying to dial in some messaging and just practicing. And not me, but one of my partners. Let's see here. Brands. Switch. Share screen. Yes. Advertise. Oh, so I'm not running these ads. My partner is, so I don't know exactly. Okay, so this is webinar. So let's just kind of look at this real quick, right? He's taken the extra time to go to the additional information when you create an ad, and he's giving it a naming convention, 2025 webinar, videos, landing page, and then the actual date. Now, see, I don't know why I wouldn't do that. Like, he's got 2025 in there twice, so I wouldn't need to do that. And I typically would do TOF for top of funnel, MOF for middle of funnel, and BOF for bottom of funnel. And then I would kind of do what I'm advertising. I would do the product I'm advertising. And so in this case, it's a webinar. And then I would put, if it's video and images or just images or videos, and then I would kind of put right here the audience, so that I can kind of glance if I'm doing, middle of funnel and I'm retargeting some audience or whatever, I would do that here. So let me just go into this one. Let's see if this one's got any stats. So he spent $284, $71 registration. That's pretty pathetic. That's pretty horrible. So that's $71 per webinar registration, which if you keep that going, you're going to go broke. Let's go look at his creative real quick. Oh, he's using some, yeah.
Does he have many creatives?
No, not very many creatives.
Yeah.
And then he's using the AI boat to be aspirational for the Mastermind Investment Club. That ain't going to cut it. That's like wasted money in my opinion. I'm going to have to call him up as soon as we hang up. Don't stop that. Okay, now here's we're talking, right? So this one, he's got 18 for the webinar at $792. That's really good, right? So I'm typically between $8 on the low side and $22 on the high side. If I'm over $20, I'm out. I'm changing something. If I'm anywhere under 10, I'm happier and could be.
Greg, now, is there a break point there also for the value of the offer?
Well, you can back into that, right? Based on, like, he's doing a $5,000 offer on this webinar.
Right.
So, but still, it goes back to your cost per lead.
Yeah.
So here's what we know. Let's say that's $8 to round it up. We know 30% of the people are showing up. Like, across the board, that's pretty average.
Right.
And I can't seem to get more than 40%. I typically get around 40, but 30% for most people. So $8 times 3 is $24. So you're paying $24 to get one person to show up.
Yep.
Right. And then on that 20, then you go back to your close rate.
Right.
Now, if you're closing on a live webinar, live people, 10%, you're golden. You should be cash flow positive. You should be just rocking it.
Yeah.
And then your overall registration conversion should be 2%. So for everybody that registered, watched it live, watched the replay, and did it, if you can close 2%, you're golden. So those are some framework numbers on webinar marketing you could look at.
That's good.
Let's go look at this one. So he's a talking head. Okay, so do you see that picture of him?
Yep.
That's not him.
Nope.
That's an AI.
I could tell that right away.
That's an AI clone.
Yep.
But that's his voice. So what he did is he wrote the script, recorded his voice, created a clone that looks kind of like him.
I recognize him.
And then you can see he put some B-roll in it, right? He B-rolled it. So he's got the talking head with the B-roll. And it looks like he's only got one video. So he's really trying to dial in his images. That's why but see, here's a perfect example of, I got to go talk to him, and he should be doing this under ad sets. He shouldn't be, unless the audience is different. Let's see. That's a list. Let me go back real quick and see, because this is a perfect example of where if he's split testing his images, he should be doing under different ad sets. Let me look at his targeting. Why is this not showing up here? I don't understand. So maybe he duplicated it. Maybe he duplicated this on Facebook, because I don't think this was created in here. I don't know why it's not showing up. It's not showing me the targeting or anything. That's weird.
Right.
I've never seen that before. But that's really good. So going back to your question, is you just want to create your creatives and send people to your landing registration page. And he also did some lead forms. Let's see if we can see a lead form. See, does he name these? So that's the other thing. I would do lead form, and I might do conversion, or if I'm doing whatever. Let's go see. Okay, that's that one. We'll see. See, $36, 5. He's testing all kinds of different stuff. He's got all kinds. This one's got all kinds of AI images, right? I wish I could see them all like you can when you're creating them, you know? Maybe you can. Oh, yeah, you can. So again, here, these are 100% ChatGPT, Claude, some AI program. Hey, give me a professional sitting in with this look, this feel, have it say this, and maybe he's using Ideogram, maybe he's using ChatGPT, maybe he's using Nano Banana. But these are, look, and these anybody can do this. Like anybody can create these kind of images, and we'll see how they work, right? They're not working as good as that video was working. So I can, we could see that just on the results based on, but still the click-through rate's great. See, the other thing that could be the audience, right? There's all these things we're looking at. The click-through rate, dude, if you're getting 5% click-through rate, that's good. I'm looking for 2 to 2.25 minimum before I'm really looking for I'm bugged. If it's under 2, I'm bugging out. I'm like bugging out type thing, right? Cost per click's a little high. I'd like to see that closer to, $1. Let's go look at the other one. What was the other cost per click? Was it this one? Yeah, see, $1.03. And look at that click-through rate, 11.5. So this is the kind of stuff you look at and you go, okay, now this webinar is today. So it's like, there's not a lot of room here. And you can see it's only been going for a few days. And then here's the thing, when I come in here, I've been finding myself doing this a lot, Kevin. I don't know if you do this, but I'll click on the little drop down here.
Yep.
And I'll look at my clicks. I'll look at my click trends going up, right?
Nice.
That's good.
Yep.
I'm going to look at my CTR. My CTR click-through rates going up, right? Trending up. That's always a good sign. My cost per click trending down. Freaking, this is
which is what you want.
I'm literally going to hang up the phone and make a demo video of this because
this is perfect.
I couldn't make these charts and graphs look any better. And the lead count's going up, right? So day 1, 4, day 2, 5, day 3, 5, and so that's kind of going the right direction too. So that's always good too. But this is the kind of stuff that if you're running your webinar, see, here's the thing, Kelvin. This is the hard part. Okay. How far out do you run your webinar ads? And if you have any more questions, I'll answer your questions. But like I fight with this myself. If part of me is like, I only want to run ads for 3 or 4 days before the webinar, because if I do it 10 days out, the likelihood of them showed up is terrible.
Yep.
Unless you're emailing them 2 or 3 times a day for that whole 10 days, it becomes overwhelming. Like, damn, these guys are bugging the hell out of me. I'm going to opt out of this list.
Yep.
Right. But then if you only go 3 or 4 days out, you don't give the algorithm time to change. I mean, to learn, not to change, to learn. So what I do is I got in that cadence of doing a webinar every Thursday. And then in Launch CRM, we can use custom values and we can use custom values on the web page and in the emails. So I built all my email structure, all my web page structure with custom values. So now I'm getting ready to go live on my webinar at 5 p.m. At 3 p.m., I log in to my custom values and I change the custom values. And now everybody's getting signed up for next week's webinar. So at the most, I'm going out a week, and I sometimes throttle down my ad spend over the weekend, and I start throttling my ad spend back up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But at least I only went a week out. And then that way I never had to turn the ads off.
That's
and then
really
the ads
good.
kept learning and learning and learning and learning.
I like that. That is, you just hit a huge issue that I have for running ads for webinars is if you're doing a one-off webinar, it's almost impossible because you don't give the algorithm time to learn. But I like that. If you're going to run the webinar, run it 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row. That's good.
Yeah, and then you start swapping in and out ad sets.
Yeah. That's really good.
Did that help, Kelvin?
know what the plan is to start doing the webinar at least once a week, and eventually turn it into an evergreen. Once we get some numbers and stuff like that, turn it into an evergreen.
Yeah, once you dial it in.
So if I do it once, let's say we do everybody seems to do webinars on Thursday, but let's say we did whatever day it is. When you're saying start the ads 5 days out. If I do it like on Thursday, start the ads 5 days prior to the Thursday webinar. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like Saturday or Sunday at the latest. Yep.
Okay, that helps. Thank you.
See, I don't know the system you're using, but my system has those custom values, which made it really kind of easy. That, because otherwise, if you have a URL in your ads going to a webinar landing page and registration page, unless you did lead forms, but you kind of get crappy leads with lead forms. How do you swap out the landing page with all the new information?
I just have to go and change the dates.
Yeah. Well, you have to change the dates and you have to change the autoresponders. See, like for me, for my webinar reminders, I have, if I'm going 5 days out, they're going to get 12 emails, 1 or 2 text messages, ringless voicemail. And then on the day before, they're going to get three on the day of, they're going to get 3 text messages and about 3 or 4 emails. And those emails, and I don't do as good a job as I know that I could do. You really got to give them value. Give them your lead magnets. Give them something. Give them some of your best stuff. Go, wow, that was incredible. I got to get on this webinar, because the main thing is getting them to show up, because you're going to sell people once they show up. And I'm getting ready to launch webinars, by the way.
Really?
I bought the domain launchwebinars.ai. We have a whole webinar. I'm white labeling another platform, Webinar Kit. I don't mind telling people Webinar Kit.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's got automated webinars. It's got live webinars. It's got an AI webinar builder, builds all the slides, writes the webinars for you. It's cool.
Integrate with CRM.
Yep.
Nice.
What price point is that going to come in at, Greg? Have you decided yet?
I haven't, no. It'll be something like probably $100 a month, something like that.
Right.
I think they charge. I don't know, to be honest with you, because I don't know if they have any restrictions. Sometimes when you white label this technology, people you can't charge less than this, because you're just
right,
not doing right by the main company. So, but I was using Webinar Fuel, which was $197 a month, and then they raped you on the text messages and emails. God, we were spending $400 or $500 a month on that platform. And it wasn't that much better to justify that cost. So I literally just canceled our Webinar Fuel account a couple of days ago. And they were really for automated webinars. They don't do live webinars.
I looked at Webinar Jam, I think. Is it Webinar Jam?
Yeah, I have Webinar Jam. It's decent. It's good. I've had it since they built it. Matter of fact, check this out. This is a little known fact. The guy, one of the original guys that helped architect and code out Launchcart, coded Webinar Jam. Lives right here in San Diego.
Nice.
Raul. Yeah.
I like it. I'm looking forward to seeing it, Greg.
Yeah. Yeah. So
when's that likely to be available? Any idea?
Next week.
Right. So before Christmas.
I'm gonna work on it today and this weekend, and it should be ready next week.
Good.
Actually, you know how that goes. I should do a webinar and go sell 5 or 6 of them. Know that people want it. And then...
Exactly. Yep. Beta first.
I just don't know how many people in our database will do webinars, but I counting you in, right, Phil? And Kelvin's already got his.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I'm doing, I mean, as a separate kind of element to my business, I run an AI consultancy for the education sector in the UK. So I need to start running some webinars, and it's whether I just do it on Zoom and record them, or it's just a case of looking at the different options on running those live webinars, but then having the recordings, and how do I get them out to people. Do you know what I mean? Because they will be free webinars with a view to getting people to want to me to support them as they roll AI out in the in the companies, because there's a very low adoption in the UK.
Well, I'll tell you what,
from a business
I'm going to play with Webinar Kit and make sure it's what I want. And I really want it for the automated webinars, because I think Webinar Jam is it's called EverWebinar, is pretty good, but it's very lengthy and hard to set up. It's not an easy setup.
Right.
And so that's why I don't use it. And then for some reason, my conversion rate, my show up rate for EverWebinar never competed with anything else. But I do most of my webinars on StreamYard. I love StreamYard, and I've been thinking of converting to Meetin. Meetin's done a lot of work. Like this program that we're on right now has come a long way, and they got all these cool little features where I can pop up videos, and I can pop. And this might be good for what you're doing too, because I like this one, the web page posture. Okay, you guys ready to order? Here, just go click right here.
Nice.
And yeah, I can put up a little thing right here, but I can do, let me see if I can pop up a screen in front of you and I can tell you to order. That could be an order form.
That's really nice.
Right? So now we're not, or I can do like a half screen. Let me see if I do a half screen. Let me see if I edit it. Settings.
That's cool. It's actually bringing up like an iframe.
Yeah. So basically now I can be over here talking and talking. Now look, I just popped up the order form for you. Go ahead, scroll in. I can't see it. No one else live on this to see it. That's only on your computer. Go ahead and let me see, get your order in, and then I'll know, and then let me know when your order's in, you know, and then that way, you know, because you know how it is, you're doing your webinar and you're telling people, hey, go buy. They have to leave your webinar to go
That's
pay.
Right.
So this is
Webinar Kit
cool
have that?
stuff.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I really kind of want a Webinar Kit I want to see how well it makes the slides. I spend hundreds of hours on my slides and I hate it.
Just a quick question. What was that you showed? Because when you click that up, I've just received an email from you from Launchcards, and it says, watch this if you want more leads in 2026. So I don't know if it was relating to what you just shared, or whether it's just a coincidence that email is just.
That was just a coincidence.
That's
That was just a coincidence. Yeah.
But it's impressive, Greg. You should have said, oh yeah, we've got that technology and it's secret.
Yeah, you missed one then.
No, and then I like how you can pop up videos.
Wow.
So I can put little testimonial videos in here and pop up videos. And that's another reason. That's what I love about StreamYard too. But here's what I like about StreamYard: the production quality of StreamYard, and putting in the comments on the screen and switching from screen share to live head to screen share to live head to me and Kevin to live. You know, I just love the production quality. It's so much better.
It's very nice.
So in Meet10, can you also block people from sharing them from having the mics on and cameras?
Yeah.
There's
all kinds of settings for stuff like that.
We just have it turned on. I mean, I just have it set it for, you know, for this call, it's meant to be a conversation. And so we have that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That feature turned
Yeah,
on.
if I was using this and running it, then I could make sure everyone is kind of blocked and no cameras and things like that.
Yep.
So good.
Grab yours now. What are we grabbing?
I don't know. Yeah. I got to get a hold of the owner, the guy who created Meetin's a friend of mine. I got to tell him the only thing I really want him to do is I want to program. He doesn't have the email marketing built in yet. That's what he's working on next. So that's the problem with really using this for webinars, is you can do a registration and it will send out like one reminder or two reminders, something like that. But it doesn't do a lot of reminders and a lot of stuff like that.
Wait, but I presume you could link in your own autoresponders, couldn't you? I mean, I use GetResponse. I've never had an issue with that. And NA10 for workflows, I presume I could do something like that to link them all in.
I don't know if there's an API or if you could use Zapier or something. I don't know how to do it, to be honest with you. I mean, you can obviously get your registrations from people that went register for your webinar, but I don't know how you would export them over to Launch CRM or GetResponse or anybody else. Well, all right, cool. Anybody else got any other questions? Did that help you on the webinar stuff, Kelvin?
Yes, it did.
All right, good. Get it rocking. And next week we want to see your landing pages, your ads, your copy, and then we'll go critique the whole funnel.
Okay. Like I was telling Kevin earlier today, I don't get to make a lot of these things, but I'm able to. I will.
Cool, man. Hey,
Well, I'm hoping to have my pocket offer page up and running next week. So we'll see. And if I'm lucky, then I might well have started running some conversion ads to it, and we'll see how we go. So
I'll show you.
I've got everything. I've done all the docs and everything, and done all the AI, and followed it all through. And I just need to build it now, which shouldn't take me long to do.
Pocket offer playbook.
Be interesting.
Yeah, Kelvin, you might want to check that out. And Wayne, if you haven't, check out the Pocket Offer Playbook. I'm really getting obsessed with, mechanisms and tactics and strategies that help you recoup your ad spend. So once you get your pocket offer dialed in, and I'm dialing mine in right now, I'm doing everything I can to dial mine in, then we can scale our ad spend. And then you'll never stop paying for lunch ads. Right?
Yeah,
good. Get the playbook now. That's a nice.
Now, Kevin, are we going to do next Friday?
No, not me. Oh, I don't know. I could probably do next Friday. Yeah. Let me just look here. No, I can do next Friday. Yeah. It's the next 2 that I'm going to be out.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll plan on next Friday. And then I'm going to probably email the whole database. I want to get more people on these calls.
Yeah, well, we need to let people know what they're missing out on.
Yeah. No, I think if I email, the most active part of the database and just say, like, I had 100 people register for your Wednesday's training and we had like 50 people show up. So if I had to do something like that, okay, we're going to do an ads training and we'll just format a little bit better. Like we're going to have a lot of guests on.
Yeah.
But same thing, same exact thing. Walk people through how to do it. And I love your little Santa Claus stuff. I never did get a chance to go make my own little Santa Claus ads.
I made another one today earlier in the call. Phil wanted me to show Kelvin and Wayne, so I made a new one with Santa. He's still in there.
Yeah, I did a Santa one just after that. After last week's session, I did a Santa one as well. So it's pretty interesting.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, these little UGC things, click-through rates are amazing.
Yeah, the more you play with it, or the more you test it out, the better you get at understanding. I think the scripts. I think I use ChatGPT to create the script because ChatGPT knows more about me than what the launch ads kind of AI knows about me. Do you know what I mean? And the offers that I'm running. So that's irrelevant. You know what I mean? It's the principle of actually being able to use it and very quickly create them, which is impressive to me. That's kind of what I like.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I will see you guys next week. See you around, Greg.
I should be all right. I mean, I'm out most of the day, but I should be back. I mean, it's 7 p.m. UK time when this starts. You know what I mean? So I think it's our Christmas party next week, but it's during the day. So I should be back.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, thanks. And I'll probably hang out for another minute or two, but then I'm going to get off here too. So thanks, Kevin.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys. See you next time.
All right.
Thanks, Jens. Take care.
Are you there, Wayne? Did you have anything else? I guess not. All right, everybody. If I don't see you again, Merry Christmas. Talk to you guys soon.